Colin Kaepernick bends, Donald Trump offends, and Megyn Kelly is just a mess. Coming up today on The Point. Hello and welcome to The Point, the only talk show bringing gay and straight men together to see what happens. And it's our season premiere, Whee! Season 2. We made it, yes.
Cheers.
Applaud if you'd like. Thank you.
We're gonna need to put it in post. I'll edit in post.
And we have not only Tito Faustino and Ori Barnett. And
I feel so far away from you right now.
I know. And Doug Ben coming back for season 2. But we are joined by a brand new co-host, actor, filmmaker, and engineer. Zaid Dagamseh.
Thank you for getting it right.
You're welcome.
Very happy to be here. Thank you very much.
Well, as you explained to me, Dagamseh.
So we have a visual, right?
Yes.
So that we can know what he looks like.
I am honest.
I
know. Thank you. It's just
It rhymes.
doing the dishes.
It rhymes. It rhymes with Beyonce. That's Dagamseh. Beyonce.
Oh, I was like, Zaid does
Sure,
not
okay,
rhyme
I'll
with
take that.
Beyonce at all.
Yeah.
Instead of Dagamseh.
Dagamseh. No, it is definitely Dagamseh. Yeah.
Dagamseh. And is it
Cool.
because you're originally from Jordan?
Mm-hmm. Originally Jordanian.
Is it a Jordanian name?
Exactly where it's from, it like usually most like these Jordanian last names are used to be some, like tribe leader's first name, and then they become the tribe of something, and then after like several generations, maybe 20, 30, ends up becoming a last name. Yeah, it's a Jordanian last name. Yeah.
Oh.
First name is Zaid. Makes for a very boring signature.
Zaid,
It's only
not
4 letters.
Zaid.
Not Zaid.
Not
Zaid.
Zayn.
Not Zaid, and not Travis. Which happens. Can I call it Travis? No, you can't.
No.
So yeah.
But we're also joined today by another fresh face, a guest co-host, actor and psychology expert.
You could call me that. That works.
Yeah,
I will take it.
Jamall Whittier.
Hey.
What does he look like?
What does Jamall look like? There, that's what Jamall looks like.
Eyes, I can't.
I know. Well, let's get right into talking point number 1: bend the knee. So, Colin Kaepernick of the San Francisco 49ers, or the 69ers. Let's San
Why did you
Francisco.
point at me when you said that?
It's sexy.
Of course, so he took a knee, which I actually find kind of an odd phrase, like take the knee. It sounds sort of Game of Thrones-ish.
Yeah.
That's just what you do. Like when I used to play hockey, that's what you do when you're like listening to somebody. When you're listening to the coach, you take a knee.
Really?
You listen to the coach.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Very right.
Yeah.
Oh, so the straight
Straight
guys
people
knew
know
this.
that.
And the gay guys didn't know
No
that.
idea.
Probably
okay,
means something
so,
else in the game.
So I think everybody knows he was protesting during the national anthem, during games, because of issues of police brutality against the black community. Donald Trump then said he was offensive and that actually
Disrespectful.
what he said was wouldn't you love to see one of these NFL owners, when somebody disrespects our flag, to say, get that son of a bitch off the field right now, he's fired.
Bad. Just quick side note. I love that that's your Bernie Sanders just pitched down.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever.
God, season 2 is gonna be great, folks.
But the worst part is that during an interview on Fox and Friends, Trump said that he thinks NFL owners are reluctant to take action against players who don't stand during the national anthem because the owners are afraid of the players. And of course, the majority of the owners are white, the majority of the players are black.
You
So
sure
what
it's
do-
not that they're just not
bastard.
scumbags like the
Yeah.
president of the U.S.?
Yeah.
Well,
That's what I kind of guessed. My money's on that one.
I mean,
Let's. How about somebody else?
We should have a
else on the
compilation
panel
of
wanna-
everybody's facial expressions just from this segment. It's like,
it hurts.
What is really wrong about
Yeah.
just like not standing for a freaking anthem?
Well, here's the thing. I mean, for me, and jump in, but like when there was the Black Lives Matter protest against Pride, people complained because it held up the parade, it cut off traffic, blah, blah, it inconvenienced other people. We can argue whether or not that was the right thing to do or not. This isn't affecting anyone else.
Not at all.
It's just
Am I
patriotism.
wrong?
It's a silent protest. I mean, there's
It's the
nothing
least-
wrong with it.
yeah.
He's just trying to make a point by not being violent or anything like that. It's just his way of protesting something that he doesn't like.
It's the least.
Or and
yeah.
the rest of the players are coming together in solidarity as well. Like they're all holding hands
Yeah.
together, they're all taking knees together. It's pretty beautiful.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
they
think
also
it's
said that they're
great.
just trying to show a bit of unity
Exactly.
to each
Yeah,
other, and that's pretty much
exactly.
the whole basis of them taking that knee together, as well as the owners joining in to say, hey, you know what, we're backing our players with the stand that they're making, and I mean that's about it. There's
I mean, the thing that's really the problem right now, though, is that's a great thing, but it's that Trump is shifting this into a thing about the American flag and the American anthem.
Yeah.
And he's changing what the issue is, and that's
Yeah.
not like this was not a protest against the anthem.
No.
This was
Yeah.
not necessarily. Well, I mean, it involved that, but
Yeah.
it was
means to
about
an end.
police brutality and a history of slavery and oppression of minorities in the it was just. He's shifting it away and doing a real disservice to the
actual
issue
purpose.
that really needs to have a focus, and needs people to be paying attention to it. And I mean, it is great that, he's able, that Colin Kaepernick and now all these other players are able to bring a voice to it to a whole bunch of people that wouldn't necessarily be as informed. But I mean, there's so many fucking people who watch the NFL games. You know what I mean?
There's also people
So-
that are saying that if you're in sports, you shouldn't protest or anything like that. Like it shouldn't be a
That's
platform
kind of
for that. And I'm
bullshit.
like, that is the
Yeah.
most ridiculous thing that
Every
I've ever heard.
celebrity
That's like saying
ever
celebrities
uses
have
their
no
fame.
That's the
It's
perfect
for-
platform. If you're able to get things out to the masses, why not do
Why
it?
not?
Yeah,
I think
exactly.
it's like I think the whole discourse around this whole topic has been extremely dehumanizing for all the participants, considering how much flack they're getting versus how much flack Nazis are getting for doing what they're doing. Like some are good people, but then when it comes to literally just sitting down during a national anthem, it's suddenly a huge deal. And silent, non-violent, literally body language protest is the least kind of intrusive, least kind of violent protest you can have. They're not looting, they're not breaking into what's it called, they're not protesting violently, they're not shutting down highways, they're literally just taking a knee.
Yeah.
And if that's considered super offensive and that's considered really, really bad, then it defeats the whole purpose of standing up for any national anthem.
The politics of this is really interesting to me because I think there's at least an assumption that people who watch the NFL are conservative or Republican or suburbanites or whatever.
Or dumb.
Well,
I'm just jumping in. No, I'm not. I'm
Yeah,
just jumping into
yeah.
the stereotypes.
okay, the stereotype.
Maybe.
And here is, here is Trump attacking people who play in the NFL and watch the NFL and are fans of people like Colin Kaepernick. Does the politics of this add up?
I don't think it does.
Well, I mean, it
I
kind
think-
of makes sense to me because if he wasn't doing this, then people would be paying maybe more attention to the millions of people who are dying in Puerto Rico that he's ignoring and allowing to
okay,
die.
that is
so I
another
mean,
topic.
yeah, that's
That is
completely.
brutal.
I'm glad you said that because the mayor of San Juan, and I forget her name, but she's been saying, begging for help from the federal government. Trump is basically saying, a heck of a job, Brownie, like George W. Bush did during Katrina. And his response to the mayor was to tweet
Oh, I saw
hate
that.
against her, to tweet how she's an awful person and how she's not doing enough, and that Puerto Ricans are lazy because they're not taking care of their own stuff.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm sorry. The entire island was devastated. Oh, did you see the clip of Trump where he's like, we can't do this because it's an island. It's surrounded by an ocean.
a big
lot
ocean.
of water. Yeah.
Are you?
Yeah, if you can figure out how to bomb a country 10 million miles away, you can figure out how to help your own country.
Does he
That's just literally a spend.
truthfully, does Trump just, is he really that stupid or is he playing some weird
I think
game on
there's
us?
a-
It's
gotta
definitely
be
a game. He's
Something.
just.
No, he's that
I feel
dumb.
like he's one of those individuals who likes to just speak without actually thinking about what he's actually saying. For him, it just sounds good coming out of his mouth.
But doesn't he have people write stuff for him, right? But he just
Not always.
Not
Not
always.
always.
You would think
right?
so.
You
You would
can
think so.
tell. You can tell if he's reading the teleprompter. You can tell when he's reading somebody else's words, and you can tell when he goes off script and ad
he
libs.
always
Like
does.
when he said about good people. you know,
Yeah,
a lot
some
of
were very fine people.
yeah,
Yeah,
very
not the
fine people,
Nazis.
very fine
Fine
people.
Nazis,
You could
yeah.
tell that was off the
Yeah,
script.
yeah. He's
Anyway.
looking away and he's like, sorry, touch your face.
Okay,
Yeah,
so final Donald Trump, it hurts my head look for everybody.
Oh my God, what is going on?
Enough of that. Now it's time for Tito's midpoint.
All right, so we are going to play On Point. Of course, I had to bring back a fashion segment for the first episode. This is about the Emmys, so it happened a couple weeks ago, but I needed to just talk fashion.
Yeah.
Okay, so first we have Issa Rae. She's wearing Vera Wang.
Oh,
She had
yes.
such a good moment on
So
like the
classy.
red carpet
I do
where they
it.
asked who she was rooting for, and she
do
was
it.
like anyone black, and it was the best thing ever.
I love her.
She definitely check out her show Insecure. It's so
She's
good.
so woke.
Insecure?
Insecure.
I can forget that.
Everybody loves it.
classy. We like that. We like that.
Next we have Reese Witherspoon.
Always. I don't even have to
Oh,
look.
Wearing
yeah,
Stella
she's-
I don't even
McCartney.
have to look.
I don't really
I
love it.
love
Like
that
it's
color,
kind
though. I
of
love
wrinkly.
that.
Just love her.
I think it's just a little just a jacket.
Yeah,
I'm doing.
that's, no, I. Same
This
thing.
is like a fantasy for me.
But
though.
I need to see her open it. I need to see her open it.
I just-
That's what I'm
have you
saying.
ever-
It's just a jacket. Like there's nothing else on underneath.
Ori has
it's
a
like,
fantasy.
all
Yeah,
right.
no, have you
Pretty
ever had?
ballsy.
No, it looks
Makes
like
her mind work a little bit.
it looks like she just had like a one night stand or something, and she had to like grab her clothes, but she can only find her jacket.
That's why
No,
it's on
the
point.
best.
That
No,
is
one
definitely
of
on
my
point.
fantasies is for a woman to show up at my door wearing something like that and just like to drop it and
Point viewers,
come in.
Yes.
email us. I'll
gonna
send
take
you Ori's
notes.
address.
Thanks, Dad.
Next we have Zoe Kravitz
No.
wearing Dior Couture. It shouldn't work, but it kind of does.
No, it does not.
It's a rainbow.
I like that
It's
gay.
party streamers.
It's very rainbow.
It's a little ruffles.
I gotta.
I'm gonna do this
I'm
like
not sure
with
how I
that
feel about
camera.
that one,
Just be like,
so
it's
I'm
not on
not
point. It's
completely
not
sold
off.
Oh
on
wait, Zaid has a.
I'm undecided.
He's undecided.
He's a midi point.
I'll do a Nina Garcia impression. I think it's beautifully constructed. Yeah. But it's not now. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Okay, that deserves.
Next we have Jessica Biel. This is my favorite.
That's
yes.
On for legs.
She usually looks super basic, and I never care about her, but she
my
looks
God.
so good.
She's
that
married to
night.
Justin Timberlake.
I was gonna say,
for
can
God's
I
sake.
be Justin right now? I want to be Justin
Yes.
and just walk with her.
But she looks.
Just walk
I
with
just want to
her.
walk with her.
I just
That's
wanna
it.
walk with her
That's
leg.
it. We don't need a beach. We just need to let's walk on the red carpet. That's it.
So next we have Tracy Ellis Ross.
Oh, I really love her, but I really don't like this.
What
Off
what is hanging off of her knees?
I think
It is so.
I think
loose.
without this, it would have been all right.
I think
Exactly.
they finished, like they didn't finish the dress. It's like
She's
it was
wearing
made
Chanel
up to
Hot
that
Couture,
point and
and
they
it
ran
is
out of
definitely
time.
not hot.
I don't know. I'm sorry. What like, but
It
no, it's not
actually
working.
looks like she went into her mother's closet from the 70s and like kind of recycled the outfit.
It looks like she's trying to cover up another dress. underneath.
Yeah.
There's
Yes.
something else there, right? You're right.
So this is how you really do that dress.
Yeah.
You know,
Priyanka
I like
Chopra
I like it.
wearing beaded balmain, and it,
I'm just not a fan of all the
is
ruffle
so
themed dresses. Like
But-
this whole
but
I think
heavy
that
mesh,
works,
like,
but I agree.
Sure, but I do like the print, so you know, I'm just gonna say it's
And
cool.
I have to say, Priyanka Chopra, she kind of looks good in almost anything.
anything.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that trench coat, so good.
Yeah, her show, what's it called?
Quantico.
Quantico. She like, you know, wakes up after being beaten up and she's like, and I'm just like, sure, okay, Priyanka. She's like, I was just beaten in a basement
Last
for I don't know how long.
one I really love as well. I was so proud of this
Oh,
old
yeah.
lady, Jane Fonda.
Old lady.
Jane Fonda's killing it.
She
I'm just gonna give her
killed it.
points,
She's never looked that good.
but I can make this dress.
Sure.
Okay, yes, I'll side with you on this one.
Fun fact about Jane Fonda, like her.
We're gonna give it to her.
All right.
I recently saw her exercise video inside
Very
another
friendly
movie.
today, guys. By the
And
way.
it was I saw her exercise videos from the 80s, but they were used as a plot device in a scary movie from Iran.
Really?
Yeah, from really
serious?
critically acclaimed like a scary movie. Yeah,
Wow.
it was during the Iraq-Iran war when Iraq was bombing Tehran. And she was at the time like a huge symbol for like against war, and she was a very outspoken celebrity. And her exercise videos were like embraced by a lot of women who were just like, yeah, strong and independent. And this Iranian woman who would just like, you know, come home, and she's like, fuck this hijab. At the time, it was a very oppressive regime. Well, maybe right now. And she would watch her Jane Fonda videos.
Wow.
And it's pretty cool. I didn't know that. I was just like, why is she watching? And it made sense.
Cool.
And
Well, we have more to say about Jane Fonda, but for now, thank you, Tito, for today's midpoint.
You
They
suck.
need a better bell.
no, I think you just have to like.
Okay, so he was talking about Jane Fonda, but before we get to the Jane Fonda part of this, it's talking point number 2, must gay TV. Megyn Kelly's morning show, Megyn Kelly Today, premiered last week, and one of the highlights was asking a Will and Grace superfan if watching Will Truman's character made him gay. And in fact, we have a clip here. This is, well, not a clip, but there's the guy. His name is Russell Turner.
Yeah.
So Megyn was interviewing all 4 of the cast members because it premiered last week after the 11-year break, and she's surprised. Megyn surprised. She's not good with celebrity interviews. Can we just say that?
Yeah.
She surprised the cast members with this guy who's a super fan. He's a lawyer, just like Will Truman. He's gay, just like Will Truman, the character. And so she actually said, did watching Will and Grace make you a lawyer? Did it make you gay? And of course, you could see the look on the cast members' faces, like...
Being Will
for real? Like,
Will Truman didn't turn Eric McCormack gay. Why is watching a TV show going to turn this guy gay?
Exactly.
I don't think she meant it like, oh, did you just magically, go to gay training?
I think she
was
did mean it
joking.
like that, to be honest.
She did.
No, I think she's smart
did.
of that. I think she's trying, and she's kind of like, tripping up a little bit. But I think she's trying to learn, like what she's. I saw one of those tweets that are in response to that, and she's like a mom who has a gay son who's trying really hard to get into it, just saying all the wrong things. I was like, sure, I'll let it slide. She's not being malicious. Is
Well,
what I'm saying.
the guy actually played it off really well. It said that Will has it made, a lawyer, best apartment in New York City, and being gay, the trifecta, which was a clever retort on this guy's part.
It's a great apartment.
But then Megyn Kelly says, well, I think the Will and Grace thing and the gay thing is going to work out great.
It's like she's trying to be positive but failing. So I always commend people's attempts at being positive, even if they say,
But can we, okay, before
It is
we,
backhanded.
and the Jane Fonda thing was, okay, so she's interviewing Jane Fonda and Robert Redford about their new movie, and right in the middle of talking about the movie, she asks Jane Fonda about her plastic surgery.
oh, Jesus.
And Jane Fonda's
What do you mean plastic surgery?
Yeah, because that
that
was important, I
well,
guess.
Jane Fonda says,
It's like, girl, who you kidding?
Jane Fonda says,
Jane Fonda looks very different.
Megyn Kelly. Jane Fonda
I'd
says
ask about
something
her
to
plastic
the
surgery.
effect of, well, are we going to talk about this now? And Megyn Kelly says, well, you've been very outspoken about your plastic surgery. But Jane Fonda, again, very clever, veers it back. Well, let me tell you why I love the movie I just worked on with Robert Redford and Karina. But, like,
She won't let it go.
Megyn Kelly, what?
Because she comes from Fox News and she doesn't know how to be a real person who's not a
Actually
scumbag.
read
So
How to Be a
she's
Nice
like
Person, yeah.
trying to shift, but that's still getting through because
And
obviously.
I can
actually-
just imagine them.
And I just want to add, let us not forget that Megyn Kelly, when she was on Fox News, is the one who said that Santa and Jesus are definitely white. She called this a veritable fact, and then followed that up with, sorry, kids.
What?
This is Megyn Kelly. Like, before she
But she works for
became...
Fox News. That's like a...
Yeah, but
it's not
before
real.
she became a hero for standing up to Donald Trump,
She stood up to Donald Trump?
well, because it was the...
I thought she was also sexually harassed at Fox News as well.
Well, she was.
Yeah.
But remember during the debate that he after the debate that she moderated said blood coming out of her wherever?
Right, yeah.
And then people, and Megyn Kelly said, that's misogynist. I mean, Megyn Kelly was the one who talked about calling women pigs. And all. So she became kind of this...
Feminist hero.
Right, but...
White feminist hero.
Can we not forget the fact that she said
Shit crazy.
crazy things on Fox News before we get... And now she has a morning show and it's awful and I can't... Did anybody watch Will and Grace? I can't talk about Megyn Kelly anymore. What do you think?
I missed it.
What do you
I don't
think?
know. I mean, it's cute.
It's
It's
just
like-
like
is
the
it
way
like-
it
just
is.
like
I
the
feel
It's
like
just
Watch it.
witty. Like, it's just really witty still. It was very
quick.
political, the first episode.
It was very political. I wonder if they're going to be able to continue that political bent.
But I mean,
I
that's
think
what,
they
that's
made a
how they
setup that
came
was
back,
great,
right?
yeah.
Like their whole comeback for this
Based on-
series was
yeah.
because they did that Hillary video. And that was what sparked the interest to get that everyone lost their shit over it. And they're like, yeah, this is amazing.
Yeah.
So they're like, well, let's do another season of this show then 9 years later or however long.
I thought it was funny, and I think...
Yeah, it makes sense to be political, you know?
Right, but are they going to be able to sustain that? That's, I mean...
I think with the setups that they did, it's just like when they're like, should we move in together? But it's going to be like before, but it's going to be, you know, different, but it's exactly the same. And I was just like, you'll figure it out. Sorry, not sorry. I mean, what do you think? They're just gonna like have 2 different sets? I don't think so. Not with Deborah getting $50 million an episode. So yeah, and then they're like, it's just gonna be just like before, and I was just like, yeah, honestly, I don't want new things, you know.
I thought it was funny.
Nobody
it's
wants
not
new
broken.
things.
Don't fix it.
Yeah.
I thought it was
You know?
funny, and if you liked Will and Grace before, you'll like the new Will and Grace.
Did you
if
catch
didn't
the
do it.
moment where she said something about having your name in the title of the show, like in regards to Sean Saves the World?
No, I missed that.
I'm pretty sure that's what it was about, but like I caught it and I was like, that's cute.
I did love the whole, like, Karen is, spoiler alert, Karen is in a dream, and she dreamt
that
the
was, like,
whole,
perfectly written.
like the end, the bad ending to the first, when the series ended. Like,
thought it was a cute ending.
turns out that it was a dream of Karen's, who's like drunk.
And she was like, that never. And Will
Well,
was like, that never happened.
But even so, Karen is like,
But that's
how
like
funny
literally
would
the first
that
30
be?
seconds.
And they're all like, yeah, that wouldn't be funny. And it wasn't. Anyway, we got to wrap things up here. Thank you all for joining us for the premiere of season 2. Again, applaud if you like.
Cheerios.
Still, we are not only available here on YouTube, but we are available on Reverie, the world's largest online LGBTQ streaming service. Check us out there at reverie.tv. Our crowdfunding campaign continues. If you like us, please support us. Patreon.com/thepointguys. The audio version of this show is available on iTunes. You can search for us there. If you're watching us on YouTube, please, 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 you have no idea how important it is to subscribe to our channel. Press the red button.
Wow.
Also, check us out on our website, thepointguys.net, for everything there, stuff about us and the new guy. And you can...
New guys.
New guys. Sorry. And email us if you want to show up at Ori's house in nothing but a trench coat. That's for the women, not the guys.
You know what? Anybody send us what you got. We'll discuss.
Thepointguys.com.
I'm pretty friendly.
Thepointguys@gmail.com. Thank you all.
Hashtag
Thank
the
you,
point,
Fred.
guys.
Hashtag the point guys.
I didn't get my bop.
I'll bop you.
Bop of the week this week is the whole entire Demi Lovato album, Tell Me You Love Me. Go
Because
on.
she likes mugs, because they're her favorite dish.
I love you so much more after that.
I don't understand that. They'll explain it to me later.
Yeah, I didn't get it. I'm like,
We have a new show every Tuesday, so we will see you next Tuesday on The Point.
Oh.